Magomedov.
Sharabuddin
Sharabuddin Magomedov
Magomedov versus
versus Michael
Michael
Venom
Venom
Page.
Page. Yes,
So
this is a very exciting
this
fight.
is a very exciting
But
fight
I don't know if
because
it's actually going to be exciting.
I think it's gonna be exciting fight.
I think it's going to be just point fighting, you know?
So let
Oh,
me
like,
let me tell you a couple of things about Magomedov here. Shara
okay,
Magomedov.
okay.
This guy has one eye and he only fights in middleweight. I mean, he has one eye, he only fights in middleweight, and he only fights in Middle East
Yeah.
because USA would not sanction him. There is
Mm-hmm.
no commission in USA would sanction a guy who has one eye because that's not something that they would allow.
Yeah.
So the only place for him to fight is Middle East.
Yeah.
And this is the first time where we officially know that a fighter does not have second eye.
Yeah.
Before this, we had a guy like this. It was Michael Bisping, but no one knew it as he was hiding it.
Yeah.
So Michael Bisping lost his eye fighting Vito Belfort. It was a head kick
Mm-hmm.
where he got knocked down and he got finished.
Mm-hmm.
And after that fight, Michael Bisping lost his eye.
I mean, didn't completely. He started losing his vision,
Yeah.
and it got worse and worse and
And
worse.
then
And
they
then,
had to take
yeah,
his eye
yeah, yeah,
off.
yeah.
And then majority of his later on career, he
Yeah.
fought with one eye and no one knew
He
it.
had to trick the commission.
He had to
Yeah.
trick the commission, and that's why he was able to fight in USA. With this guy, he cannot fight in USA because he just has one eye. The other thing about him is, do you know, like he got into a fight with somebody who was kissing his girlfriend in his country?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
That's
I,
fucked up.
I think it's fine. Like I
That's
don't
fine.
know. Like I know the why people here are surprised about it, but in Dagestan, public affection is not too common. You know,
Mm.
especially in public if there is like children around or elder people.
Mm.
You know, it's disrespectful, brother. Like
Ah.
you are kissing your girlfriend in public. You
So you
know,
just beat the
in a
fuck out of him. Just beat him up.
I can understand. You know, all I'm
Mm.
saying is I can understand. I wouldn't do it myself, but I can understand from where I'm coming from.
Mm.
You know, it's I don't think it's too bad. You know what he did. I know, like Western public, they're like, oh, like I see the comments like, oh, why don't you beat up the couple kissing or something? But man, this is a different world. Okay, this is Dagestan. You know.
This is Dagestan. So, guys, if you see a couple doing something that your country does not support, just beat him up. That's what Magomedov does. He just beats you up if you're doing something that is not acceptable. However, the main thing here, skill wise, both are going to be a striker. They are a
Yeah.
striker.
Hmm.
I highly doubt anyone is going to shoot for a takedown.
I
And
saw MVP's interview with
hmm,
Nina.
yeah,
He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take him down and choke him out."
he's just talking shit. He
Yeah,
never did this.
but what he said is, after Ian Gary's fight, he was wrestle fucked by Ian Gary. Okay, MVP was wrestle fucked by Ian Gary. He said like he started taking his grappling seriously.
He's 37-year-old. It's
I
not.
know, but
I mean, it's, don't you
I
think
mean
it's
he's
too
joking.
late?
He's joking, but but he went to a grappling tournament and he won. I don't know what level of grappling tournament, but he's doing some progress, and that's why he's joking. Oh, I'm gonna take him down and submit.
So with MVP, he's a
Yeah,
dynamic striker. He fought Kevin Holland and made Kevin look bad. It was a really entertaining fight. Same thing was going to happen with Ian Gary because he was going to outstrike Ian Gary as well. Ian was smart. He started taking MVP down and won the boring decision at the end.
Ian remembered his judo days. Did you know
Yeah.
that he's black belt judo?
No.
Now you know.
Now we know.
After the MVP fight, we know.
So basically, he joined UFC recently in 2024. He has two fights, one win, one loss, right?
Yeah.
Both decisions. This is his third fight. And I don't think anyone is going to shoot for a takedown. Both are going to strike, right? And I believe because Magomedov is 30-year-old, way younger, MVP 37-year-old, Magomedov has never been finished. He's undefeated. MVP has been finished, has been knocked out. And if the entire fight where he was knocked down, it started with the leg kicks.
Okay.
And Shara Magomedov has really good leg kicks.
Okay.
So I believe Mr. One Eye Magomedov might very well finish Michael Van Page, or definitely will beat Michael Van Page.
Okay. Okay. So first of all,
Hmm.
Shara is very small middleweight. Okay. He has no advantage in height
Hmm.
and reach over MVP. MVP is taller.
Hmm.
MVP is has more reach. He's faster too. He's
Yeah.
coming up from middleweight. What do you think? Like, of course, Shara. Most of his fights, Shara only advantage he had against other fighters is his speed, and then mixing up striking and kicking.
Hmm.
But MVP also brings that. He brings his speed from welterweight, lighter
Hmm.
man skill.
Right.
Then he brings his kicks. He also has kicks. He also
Hmm.
has striking.
Hmm.
That's why for only way I see for Shara to win is mix up wrestling. Yes,
Really?
yes, bro. I think it's gonna be the same as Ian Gary fight. Shara is gonna get frustrated because he cannot outstrike MVP
Huh.
unless he uses his wrestling. And then if he cannot use his wrestling, then it's gonna end up like Kevin Holland fight.
So you're
That's
saying
my that's my that's how I see it.
so you're saying MVP by decision?
Yeah, MVP by decision, and I don't think it's gonna be entertaining fight. I feel like these guys will be point striking each other a
Fuck,
little
I
bit.
hope that doesn't happen
I
because in
hope
my
too.
mind, the way I'm seeing it, I think it's Sarah is going to make it bloody and he's gonna make it ugly.
I
I
mean,
don't think he
some of
shoots for
the.
takedown at all.
Um
Because honestly, he is that psychotic dude. He doesn't give a fuck. He
I hope
doesn't
so.
care. Because if you look at Ian Gary's fight, Ian is that smart guy who's going to change his game plan
Yeah,
and he's gonna try to get the victory.
yeah,
One Eye Magomedov, he doesn't care. He's gonna go forward and he's trying to get a knockout. And that's why I believe this fight is going to be very interesting to watch.
yeah. But another thing I wanted to point out:
Yeah,
MVP is a huge underdog.
that's right.
He's he has 2.85 like his odds.
That's right.
Magomedov is point 0.4. Okay,
Yeah.
1.4. So if you really want to make a
Hmm.
buck,
Hmm.
you should put it on MVP. You're gonna triple whatever you put. Okay, and for me, I'm picking MVP just because of the odds, and
Hmm.
plus he's shown what he can do. He can outstrike the best strikers in
That's
welterweight,
right. No
and
doubt.
yeah, and I believe MVP wins.
Well, we'll find out,
I,
man.
I of course I like Shara, but